Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Four Letter Nerd, a Hyro Geek X Unlimited production. Today, we will be doing our Geekly News show. So, we're going to be talking about some headlines from the end of last year and the start of this year. And yes, I am. Somebody has found my button. And that's okay, because it's okay, because I got something for him today, because I'm starting Salt off early. But anyway, it's basically the year in review and the look forward to the next year news show that we've got going on for you today. So we'll be talking over a few of the handpicked topics that I've picked out for us to talk over tonight. And of course, I'm not alone. As always, I've got my hosts with me. I've got the one and only, the black from the waist down, Mr. Michael Bergy.
Oh God, I love that. That's a thing now. That's hilarious.
Hey, look, it came from Mayhem, and that's one of the few good things that he's given us. So I'm going to run with it.
I appreciate it, Mayhem. Thank you very much for the love on that. I appreciate you.
Of course. And sadly, we are missing our calming member of the crew. So it's going to be nothing but Salt and non-Irie things tonight. So with that said, let's bring in the man that tries to be Irie, but him not Irie. It's Mr. Mayhem.
Did you just
I did
accuse me of cultural appropriation? Fam, I never said I was yard. I never said I was yard.
I never said you were either.
Well,
sir.
go suck your mama. Dry. Okay? Dry. Hey, Bergie from the waist down.
What up?
I love the fact that that's also a thing, and I'm not regretting it. At all.
No regrets.
Shout out to Kat. She's not here right now. We miss you. Here's hoping that we don't get too off the rails, but ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the salt.
Exactly. So I'm gonna start it off early because, as usual, I'm the video guy. So guess what?
It seems like I'm one star away from being the best. That's what it seems like. We're counting down.
that's
Who wants to be yellow when you could be gray black? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, sir.
I love it.
No,
I love
sir.
it.
It's
What's
okay.
up, Greg? What's up, Ray? It's a pleasure to have you guys as usual. Thanks for coming by.
Of course. All right. So I prepared a few topics for us. We should all know a little bit. We should all know a little bit about the things that I'm going to be bringing up tonight. So the first one I want to talk about is Marvel 2022.
What are they doing for 500?
Right? It is Marvel 2022 versus 2023. So in 2022, we got the movies Doctor Strange, Into the Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder, and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
It was trash, but Wakanda was great.
TV shows Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, the not as seen Werewolf by Night, and the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Now, to follow that up, what they're giving us in 2023 is going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the final volume, and The Marvels. As for TV shows, we're going to get Secret Invasion, Loki Season 2, Ironheart, Echo, and Agatha, Coven of Chaos. So with that being said, do you think 2023 will be better or worse than 2022?
Bergie, do you want to go first?
Sure, why not?
All right.
I mean, considering 2022 is a dumpster fire for Marvel, I mean, can only get better. I've got a lot of hopes now because ending the phase 4, going into phase 5, I really do think that Ant-Man and the Quantumanium is going to set them up right. Going into the new series, we're going to really get to see Lee Majors as King the Conqueror. I'm really excited to see what's going to go on with that and what they're going to do with that type of, the storyline there. I really do have a feeling that we are going to be surprised with something in that where it's going to be a guest appearance, somebody as a new villain. I don't think he's the straight up villain in it. I think there's somebody else with this, so I'm excited for it to see what they're going to do with it. I really think Loki 2 is going to lead into the next set of movies, and I really do think they're going to play with some of the alternate universes, and we're going to see more from that. I think it's going to lead into a lot more for the next set of movies that are going to be coming out. Echo, I'm not overly thrilled about. I'm like, I don't think it was something that needed to be done. Ironheart, I really am hoping for, and it was supposed to be part of Armor Wars, so now it's getting its own individual series totally, and Armor Wars is going to get a movie, which is supposedly sometime in 2024, and if that cast comes through, that is going to be insane.
Right.
What up, Chris?
I think it's going to be a good series. We're looking set right for 2022 for Marvel, and I think Daredevil is starting to film in the next month or so, so that's going to be early 2024. There's a lot of good stuff coming up for Marvel this upcoming year, and it's actually giving me hope for the next year or so of entertainment for the Marvel universe.
I mean, that's important and all, but let's focus on me right now. So what I'm more focused on is that Quantumania might actually be a bust. I low-key feel like they're trying to build it up. You know what I'm saying? Actually, this is better. This is actually better. This makes it feel like I'm in a fight.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're building it up and it's going to be trash. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not as good. Don't get me wrong. It could be a good build up and then a great ending. But like part 1, in a sense, won't be as good as part 2, in a sense. I'm really hoping they prove us wrong. I do hope we still get Armor Wars in its entirety. I definitely hope they push up the Captain America movie, because I really feel like that series wasn't done justice, and those are great actors. And honestly, let's be real. The main characters aside, and much love, I'm interested on the side characters. Like, what is Don Cheadle doing? Is he walking fully again? Like, what is he going through? You know what I'm saying? Anthony Mackie's character, obviously, the Falcon, who's now the Captain America, obviously, the Black Captain America, if you will. Bucky, what has he been going through as well? What is his relation with Wakanda? I would love to see some more hints of Wakanda. If maybe they'll hold off on that probably till like next year, especially with the movie that just came out. Obviously to get certain things intact. Like what's going on? So Quantumania is on my back burners. I will say this: I'm excited for Agatha, because Agatha. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't like WandaVision, that's fine. But Agatha killed that shit. All right? She did her damn thing. And I know they were supposed to be. She was excited to work together with was it Ashley Olsen? No, what's the third twin? That's the third sister's name. Elizabeth. Oh my God, I'm because of that. Let me hide this. Anywho, yeah. So like, I think they did a great job. Where's that White Vision? Where did he go? Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many options. I think that the big Quantumania that they're building up is going to be it's not going to be all that great. However, I do agree with you, Bergie. Ironheart needs to come with it. I know some people were kind of like coming down on her suit. That could be ironed out. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's still.
It was the first one,
right? And then also
Iron Man Mark 1 did not look good. It was a giant gray silver.
Well, I mean, yeah, Mark 2 though.
With scraps.
The Mark that came after that was, But I will say this: I think they need to build her character and build more interest in her. You know what I'm saying? Hell, if you want to be inclusive and you want to make all women power, bring oh my God, Devil Dinosaur, and was it Moon Girl?
Yes, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Yo,
that's supposed to be supposed to be an animated series coming out really soon. It's supposed to be a little more kid friendly.
Yes,
but something interesting though that young kids are getting to.
Right. I mean, now you're expanding. I think if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know who, but I think somebody's up Kevin's butt right now about competing. Don't hear me. About competing possibility of James Gunn. I feel like they knew that James Gunn was going to jump ship and join and be the head of DC, and this is why we got 2021's and 2021 of content. It confused them, because She-Hulk should have been a great masterpiece. Honestly, female superheroes that go through stuff that male superheroes don't go through, another side of the coin, if you will. And I like She-Hulk for the beginning. It's just
had a couple of good episodes and a couple of bad episodes.
I mean, that's okay. We're still developing. I was still right. It was more good than bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I definitely agree. In the beginning, it was more good. And then the last piece, and you know what? I'm going to say it here. Fucking develop the Hulk I'm sorry. Can we just develop the fucking Hulk? Like, listen, I know we may not have the rights to the character and all that good stuff, but like, just give him something to be more interesting. Because Professor Hulk is dying on me. It is the quickest kill buzz. It is like, I'm trying to be nice here. I'm really trying to be nice, but it is the quickest boner kill of all time, and he deserves so much more. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, what we need out of the Hulk is honestly we need World War Hulk.
Ooh,
that's what we need.
Oh, we can't get. They're not gonna give it to us until they get the rights.
You got to figure right now. At the end it looked shitty as hell. He looked like a weird surfer dude that was looking like he was weightlifting for Scar. But that was something I was like, oh shit, they brought his son in. Are we talking World War Hulk? But even if you put it on that planet and make it that way where we find out what happened to him a little bit more in the violence of it, I think that'd be something. I'd like to see it because the storyline was amazing.
It was
absolutely amazing. So that comic was killer. And I honestly, what was your thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special? I loved it. I laughed my ass off. I thought it was hilarious. And I wasn't expecting, thank God it was better than the Star Wars Christmas special. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. But it was what I wanted. It was what I expected and what I wanted out of it.
I don't remember them saying this was going to happen. Like, I don't remember them like promoting it out. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great surprise. I love when companies do things like that, when it's like, oh, we're not going to actually be lied. We're going to drop this. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And I think you're right. It was really good. Oh, my daughter would like to let you all know how she feels. How do you feel about Guardians of the Galaxy? Amazing. So thank you. I think it was a really good movie. It's a great plan to keep us interested, honestly, in Guardians of the Galaxy. And now they're wrapping it up until they find a replacement for, James Gunn or whatever. Was it Dave Bautista? Whatever his name was. Bautista was talking a little bad about it, and I'm just like,
He wasn't talking bad. He was talking about not playing Drax forever because he is like almost 51.
Yeah.
4 hours in that makeup chair to put all that makeup on and take it off.
Okay.
That's a lot.
But hear me out. And I get it. Like certain actors, and maybe it's because I'm not an actor in my own way, as professional as he is. But you have to understand, when you make this impact, go for it. You can still do other things, just as long as you don't get typecast like what's his name, Matthew Perry from Friends. Yeah. Could I be any more of the same thing? Come on. But I think he would have done great if he went over to DC for sure. Because remember, before they couldn't cross over, but if he went over to DC, they wouldn't have had the same character, same type of character for him. Not at all.
I wouldn't be surprised if he comes over to DC now because Gunn's over there. He likes Gunn.
Yeah,
he was adamant for getting him back to finish up Guardians.
I think
3.
he'd be stupid to do that. I think he should play both companies. I don't think the contract to only play one is still intact. Yeah. I think he'd be stupid to burn his bridges with Marvel because he probably is going to make the most amount of money with Marvel, honestly.
Probably.
Well, let's see what happens with this movie because there's rumors that there's a key character that might die off. He could be that character.
J-Bo, you beautiful man.
What up, J-Bo? He could be that character they kill off. So,
okay.
This is true.
Maybe he wants a more producing role. You know what I'm saying? So they may kill him off in something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's not that. From the interview that I saw, he just wants to not be typecast as the strong, dumb muscle guy. That's why he wants to do Marcus Phoenix. He wants to be the strong, smart muscle guy.
I mean, fair.
I'm all for.
He's in a new scary movie.
I just saw that.
The Cabin. I keep saying it's the Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, something about in the cabin.
Yeah,
so that gets amazing. Cabin. Yeah, I like the idea of that. And I like the idea that he's not the strong, dumb one, even though he is seriously flexing. Even though he may look like he took some time off, he is seriously flexing in that. Sidebar, because I know you and Reggie, I don't know if Virgie, you are a big fan of this one, but Evil Dead, Rise is coming out. And that looks.
I didn't see the one before.
You didn't see
I haven't caught up on some of my horror stuff.
I put it in the chat for a reason. I hate you.
I got to catch up on some of my horror stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, I think DC, depending on how DC comes out swinging, Marvel will have to tighten his bridges up and really get to work. And it's crazy because we have Marvel wise a plethora of characters. Like, why did we cancel Blade? Why? Racism. I'm calling now.
No,
I'm just saying that.
no.
I don't think it's that.
No,
I
it's
think
not,
the lead actor he is a phenomenal actor, and we love what he's done. He was in the 4400 series. He's done some other stuff. The guy's a great actor. He looked at the storyline that they were coming up with, and the action scenes were lacking majorly.
Yes.
Okay.
When you come out from Blade, where it was Wesley Snipes, where it was like a martial arts kick ass every scene, and now you have that, I don't think the guy was feeling it. He felt like it was going to be trash. They're reworking the script. Who knows when we're going to get it? But that's something we need. We need Blade. You gave us Morbius. You got to give us Blade so we can kill Morbius.
Right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Right?
So did they say that the script was trash or was being reworked publicly?
Yes. They came out and said he was like the action scenes were not it. That's not Blade. That's no better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed that.
And supposedly there's a rumor going around, because you know how the video game is Midnight Suns?
Yeah.
There's a rumor going around that they want to bring that into a storyline. So he would play that in it. They're bringing the kid Robbie Reyes that was on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to play one of the Ghost Riders. They want Nicolas Cage to come back to do the other Ghost Rider. And there's rumors Norman Reedus, which I still do not think he's the right cast for a Ghost Rider. I don't like him in that role. I just think he'd be.
I could see him as the guy that guides the Ghost Riders. What's his name? The guy with no. Oh shit! He's got the cowboy hat and the trench coat and the scruffy beard, and I can never remember the man's name.
Whistler. No, I'm
just gonna name out all the old school,
Kurt
mentors
Russell.
that were out there.
Exactly.
Yes, I could see him as that character as a Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nah, I just don't think he's a right fit for Ghost Rider.
Listen, Nicolas Cage is also in a Jurassic.
Yes, I saw that.
That looks
Renfield. It looks fucking hilarious.
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing.
It's
so good.
They need to have a better Ghost Rider than to do a Midnight Suns. I agree with you, Greg. The Lone Ranger. Hold on, I gotta. The Lone Ranger. That's an amazing comment. Sam Elliott, I think was the name, if I'm not mistaken.
Sam Elliott is an amazing actor and should do all of it.
Actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the actor that played.
I'm taking it. They need to have a better Ghost Rider than to do the Midnight Suns. Listen, right now, Marvel. You know what I think? I think Kevin needs another person, because I think it's Kevin is the other guy who does like TV series.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And I think Kevin needs another person who has the same mindset as him. Probably one of these influencers. Geeks Unlimited, Hiro Geeks Unlimited, Hiro Geeks Unlimited, let's see. And then, we can help them out. Reason being, because they're like in a cash grab. Mm-hmm. And the problem with a lot of these games, and I don't know if Reggie will talk about this, but I'm going to hit on it very, very, very lightly, is that if you make a quality product, we'll still play it. Yep. I give you a great example. Halo 2. You guys remember Halo 2?
Yes.
There was a guy who kept the online servers on by
until last year.
Yo,
Halo
year. 2. Halo 2.
He was about that game.
What was it? 360. It was technically the original Xbox and then 360. So
yes,
that you know what I'm saying? Quality. Destiny 2. That too. Call him the shoveler. The shoveler. We're gonna think of names for this guy in a trench coat that looks like Kurt Russell. So if they give us a great product, because Avengers was not it. It was not it. And it was like Destiny in the beginning, the first Destiny, where it was like, we're doing the same missions all over again. It's the same BS. No, man, you got to give us more content. Matter of fact, real fucking quick. You guys remember the X-Men game? I think it was X-Men Legends, where you got to play like certain teams and they acted a certain way and you punch around as 4 minutes. Yo, give us something like that. Great story, great fan. Oh my God. Give us that. And maybe they can't because they don't want to reveal certain things, but I'm sure you can find a way. Make it in parts, and I will pay for the expansion pack. Me and my daughter will play. I don't know about the lady. I don't know if I can give her control. But you know what I'm saying?
She gets the control without the batteries.
There you
go. It's on the Wii, baby. I'm sure of it.
Here you go. Play with this. All right. Moving on from Marvel, I've got a super hot and controversial topic I do need to stop it. I got this.
That he puts me up front for the super controversial.
Yes, I do, because he's still getting a movie. He is still getting a movie.
Ooh.
Still getting a
Contractual
movie.
obligations, man. What do you want?
This is. What about the other contracts? Other people have movie contracts, and
you
their
see-
movies got shelved.
I think.
He's still getting a movie.
Yeah,
Go
Burge,
ahead,
you
ma'am.
go first.
No, ma'am, you go.
Mine is a little bit controversial in the sense that I think they're probably using all the drama around him to sell movie tickets.
Mhm.
That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? It's
I
like
can see that.
I'll give you a great example. I'm still gonna say it. It's like O.J. Simpson, right? When he came out with that book, If I Did It, This Is How I Would Do It.
Right? Right?
What? What?
I'm just saying, if
you
I
wanna come out with a
murdered my
book,
ex-wife,
Like,
this is how
you're
I
gonna
would have
do
done
what
it.
now?
Why would you
Ooh.
even? Okay, cool. But why would you name it that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know,
That's why.
the glove didn't fit. You must have quit. You know, double jeopardy. Obviously, it was money 100%. So anyway, getting off of that because I don't want us to get sued by his representatives. We're not saying he did it. We're not saying he didn't do it. Y'all can say that. We might agree. Anyway, I think real talk when it comes to this man, I think they're using all the drama around him, and he probably whatever he's bringing to sell tickets because they may have already shot the thing. That's the crazy part. They may have already shot the movie or began shooting it. We don't know. We'll find out later on. And
I
it
think
was
they're
just
done and they're in post,
yeah.
but they don't want to tell us.
Right. So I think honestly, I kind of agree with James Gunn in a sense, like burn it all down, but there's a way that you kind of loop it all to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Flashpoint the movie.
Well, I'm hoping that's what this is going to be. Like they're making Flashpoint where it's going to reboot it all, and that's how he's going to reintroduce a new Superman, a new Wonder Woman, a new Batman, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But they're only keeping him on board right now because he's controversial to sell tickets, and they want people to probably come see it. It has already been filmed.
Trash panda.
And the worst part is they cut out all of the cut sequences that they had with some of the other actors. Ben Affleck had a role in it. Henry Cavill had a role in it. The Affleck one was supposed to be the one where he went back in time and told him in the first Justice League, you know, he's not the one, it's not time or something. So we're not even going to know what the hell that's all about now because that's now lost. They're cutting Michael Keaton out. You cut Gal Gadot out. Like, are you kidding me?
You know what? If I could be controversial, first of all, we're going to talk about Johnny Depp. Keep that in mind. We're going to talk about him in a bit. I don't think they necessarily cut them out. I think a lot of them decided to leave.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
When you get fired and basically told you're not wanted. Hey, here's your pink slip. Have a good day.
No, you know,
no.
You know, I feel like maybe somebody got fired and they were like, "Oh, they doing that? I'm out." You know what I'm saying? Unless contractually it makes more sense to get fired because you would get paid more, if not what you need to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's probably true, but he needs to get kicked out of the 100%. The Flash does. I'm just catching up on comments real quick. They already shot the Batwoman movie and they scrapped that too, which is stupid. Let me tell you something. The latest Batwoman was amazing. I didn't personally watch. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes, but everybody was telling me it could be so much better. I felt like if they shot a Batwoman movie and it was amazing, oh my god, all you would have to do is take the peanut butter side,
put it with the jelly side,
and combine it, and you got a sandwich, baby.
But they've already filmed the movie. 90 minutes of that was filmed in post-production, and they cut the movie like we're not going to release it. But they've been slowly dropping screenshots of it, her and her suit looked good. Like, thank you. It's almost the most screen accurate one that you've used, for crying out loud, in anything DC.
I don't think it's them. I don't think it's them. I think it's the people from the production, that production, that are trying to get us to be like, remember what we did for the Snyder Cut? Let's do it for the.
Do you remember what happened with Deadpool, where he made his own little thing and got released? I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't go straight to DVD or something.
Okay,
and watch it have a huge cult following on DVD.
At this point, what are they thinking? Like, we're the people spending the money. Why aren't you listening to us? Honestly,
because they always know better. Always look at the video game companies. People have been asking for certain Square Enix games for 20 years now. Guess what? We ain't getting them because Square knows best.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. If the next Square Enix game doesn't slap in the music intro, like Kingdom Hearts, when you walk away, you don't hear me say? I'm not hitting that note. You out of your mind. The only other song I think that slaps just like that is Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. And I think that was sang by an actual black woman. I need to know her name. Snake Eater. If you don't know that, first of all, it's an iconic game, but that song was amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Kingdom Heart kind of beats it. Like it's like, yeah, you know.
That
So,
opening sequel is amazing.
yeah. Oh, oh, I wish we could play the "You're Killing Me." You know, like come on, man.
See, if we're gonna do, you got to go with the Japanese version. It hits harder.
Agreed.
That Planet J Japanese remix.
They have that's crazy. The song is so big. I think they had like 7 remixes, 5 to like 7. God damn, for a game.
For a game.
And I think this was before the emergence of K-pop. Just saying.
Yeah, right. It was the original K-pop back in the 90s.
Oh my God, we're totally nerds. I love it.
I think one thing is with DC though is I think under James Gunn they're going to get a little bit better direction, and I think he has an idea as to what he might do. I mean, come on, look at the previous people. They were just running that into the ground. Snyder was somebody that they could have used. They had issues with him. Whedon was a hot mess that they just swept under the rug, you know. But I think Gunn could definitely give them some direction. I mean, his Suicide Squad movie, last one, wasn't that bad. His Peacemaker series was actually really good and is coming back for a second season.
I love you.
So
his what squad?
We're going to get something out of him.
Virgie, I love you, but what squad? I'm sorry.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide? Did
I say it that way?
You Suicide? I need to say Shaolin. What's that sauce on Rick and Morty? I need you to say that.
What?
The Shaolin, whatever, Shujin sauce, whatever from McDonald's.
Swifty with
the Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan.
No, you have a great point. I think I want to agree with you and say that James definitely will lead them to better pastures. I don't know if he's the end all beat all. I don't know if he's the end all for real, for everything. Because we're thinking about it. Okay, here we go. First of all, Batman's rebooted how many times? You got Christopher Nolan's to compete with, right? Mm-hmm. People are 50-50 with Robert Pattinson's Batman, but I think it's a good contender. You got that to compete with, and also keep in mind, right? So Batman is a cluster. Flying unicorn can't kiss you. Then you have Superman, and people are already mad that Henry Cavill isn't here. The Rock did a great job at taking silent jabs at Henry Cavill. I'm sure it's a great friendly rivalry, but where's The Rock and where's Henry Cavill now? Not here. So then allegedly we have a bunch of suitors for it, but we don't know who. And it's like, it's not Henry though. And honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I think as a Superman, you need to be a 2 Superman film and you need to get your dues within those. You know what I'm saying? So like they got rid of him too early. Wonder Woman, I think, honestly, Gal Gadot would forever be Wonder Woman until they find a great replacement. I think, if I were to be so bold, that they should go to another universe and have the Wonder Woman who is Middle Eastern or Black take the, but then that might be problems as well.
Universe. That's main universe.
I'm just saying they can say that it's still going to be another universe. It's not going to be the main universe.
I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. The Flash just needs to be replaced. Let's be real.
Oh yeah.
Cyborg, I know he's not coming back, but if you just apologize and maybe throw him some checks, because the way he played the out of that Cyborg, I'm willing to see it. I'm willing.
I still would like them to change up his look though. Like,
I mean, it was the beginning. Yeah. I got it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, okay, he can make improvements. We can work on that. Green Lantern, please, Jesus, give us Green Lantern. Stop. And then Martian Manhunter. Oh my God. Nubia, 100%. No, you're 100% right. We get Nubia or the other one. I forgot her name. But you give us these people. Make us. I don't think James. I could be wrong. James, you could be listening to this right now, and maybe I owe you an apology. Hey, let's have some popcorn together. But I don't think you're gonna do that, man. I think you're going to keep it the pastel color, the white superheroes, and that's it. It's going to be the same thing all over again. It's going to be Bruce Wayne. I'm so sorry my parents died, and
and that's the other thing. Now, if Gunn is taking over, is he going to reboot it where we need to get an origin story of every single character again? I really don't need to see that, Kryptonian ship knocked in outer space. She was made from clay. His parents died. The pearls dropped. I don't need to see that.
I kind of want to see it again. Pow, pow. Oh, Martha.
Just want to see if two people die again. You evil man. I want to see other storylines that they could possibly do with that. I mean, now we have what's his face? Momoa is leaving Aquaman to become Lobo. Tell me that is not the most perfect casting right there alone.
Yeah.
Thank you for that one.
Yeah.
How about giving me? I mean, they are giving us Blue Beetle, and it's Xylo from Cobra Kai. He's going to play Blue Beetle. I'm excited for that. I want Booster Gold. If it's not the Miz, I'm sorry, you've miscast.
Right?
The Miz is perfectly set, and he even said it. I'll do it for free. Sign that man. Sign the Miz. I'm telling you, he would kill it as Booster Gold.
Yes,
like why not?
Exactly.
Sorry.
There's some great storylines that they could tell, but they just don't.
Exactly. Speaking of great storylines that they could tell, and the flip side of what we've just been talking about, DC animated movies. Why are they so good compared to the lackluster movies that we've gotten? Like, for real, I've got the list pulled up, and I've only seen about half of these, but even just a half of these is just still that much better than the live-action DC movies. And the question always remains, why didn't they get the people doing the animated series to do the live-action series?
Okay.
Because it would have been fire.
To an extent, I don't think some of them fit the criteria of a hero or the hero. You know, like Peter Parker is generally a brown-haired person, even though Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire,
Andrew Garfield.
I'm just trying to think if he has brown hair.
They all
like he
They
did.
all have brown hair.
Yeah.
I think they all have brown hair. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things kind of like flow. Maybe they dye their hair. I don't know if the voice actors were it. Maybe they're great voice actors, not actors.
More so the directors and producers.
Oh, so then that's simple. When it comes to making movies, everybody's got a bigger ego. Everybody's got a bigger ruler, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Whereas animated, it's just animation and making the story come to life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on. I think they need to continue the movie Brightburn and make all the heroes evil.
That was amazing.
Supposed to.
That's an actual universe. I forgot the actual universe's name. And you can lead that into the Injustice Squad, I believe it is. I think that would be amazing. They were supposedly supposed to continue it due to COVID. Who knows? That's a great idea. You think James Gunn is going to promote that right now? Probably. I don't think he got it in him. I'm sorry. DC animated films have always been a better quality and better story than what Marvel has done. I don't know if I agree with that.
I mean, animated versus animated? Yeah.
Animated? Ooh, okay. Maybe.
Animated wise, DC destroys Marvel for the animated movies.
Okay. I thought he was talking about live. Mm-hmm.
Bruce Timm, who is one of the DC alumni for doing this in American, he's a writer, animator, everything for DC. Mm-hmm. And I can't think of the lady's name for the life of me. That is one of the other producers that picks all the cast for the voices. That woman those two have created a universe that is insanely amazing. The only thing that beats it right now is the Marvel movies, like the live action movies. They ain't nothing else better on TV if you look at animated wise. Marvel's trash for the animated movies. Animated wise, Marvel movies are trash. DC movies are amazing. Every one of them has been great.
I'm like legit trying to think of like Marvel movies. You know what, chat? Help us out. Let us know some Marvel movies you think rivals DC in the comments below. I think that's really good. We should go over that.
Okay. Tell us about those Marvel animated movies. Which ones do you think take Marvel on some of the animated DC movies?
I think that's really good. All right. So, you know what, Bergie? I'm going to agree with you and Greg to an extent. DC animated films have always been top tier. Been top tier to a point where I was interested in John Constantine, you know, because he's kind of like the background guy, unless it's magic. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like the back. But like the latest City of Sin or whatever it was, that was amazing. Mm-hmm. That was amazing. The other one I came after it, whatever. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Ooh. Dapper. For some reason, I feel like me and you today, I don't think we're always like this, but me and you today, you've become my favorite, okay? Today.
But you see, here's a problem.
I still love you, Ray. Don't come for me, Ray.
Here's the problem with what Dapper's saying. That's a Sony movie, not a Marvel animated movie. So if you're going Marvel,
it's Marvel affiliated.
Marvel animated movies, you have the ultimate. They had Ultimate Avengers, Ultimate Avengers 2. You had the next Avengers, Heroes of Tomorrow, which was the kid version of all of them battling Professor Hulk or something, or Maestro. So
I feel like I'm like, yo, I can use my foot as an arm, but it's still your foot, but I can use it as an arm. You know, that's what I feel like your reasoning is right now. But okay, I hear you. It is Marvel, but technically Sony did it. I wish, you know what? There's probably a way.
You're
I
in
love
trouble
you,
now.
Ray. No. I want you to understand, Ray, that you are my favorite. Right? You've always been my favorite for your constant participation. But I'm just saying, today, Dapper, me and Dapper, we've connected. Okay, and I'm not going to deny this connection. Okay, I'm just saying that.
Tisk.
You know, I think I've been getting myself in trouble all day. We had real quick. So I had a question where the lady said, if you had to choose between saving me, the lady, or my sister, or my sister, who would I save? And I was like, I think I might let you both go. You know what I'm saying? And apparently that was not the right answer. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know who you would pick. Your significant other or your sibling. I'm just saying. Dapper and I are about to fight. Please don't. Let's all come together and go after either Reggie or Bergie. You know what I'm saying? Let's just form the Megazord, but no Green Ranger. No Green Ranger.
If you want to go animated movies that they've done correctly in the Marvel animated, 2 could be up there that they've done well. Hulk Versus, which was fantastic.
Okay.
And Planet Hulk. Because we finally kind of somewhat got the Planet Hulk on animation, but they kind of just touched upon 1 or 2 little stuff on it. They wouldn't really go off.
Okay.
Hulk Versus, he went up against Thor, and he went against Wolverine. 2 fantastic storylines that they combined into one movie. Other than that, that's it. Marvel Animated stopped back in 2011. DC Animation has gone 25 plus years.
Right. Let's see.
Are we also including like the 90-minute specials they would have? Let's not fight, please.
I guess you could count those because they are movie length. So yeah, DC Animated started back in 2007. 2007 with Death of Superman, and they've just been rolling strong since.
Yep,
fair enough.
And they've gotten better. And some of their storylines, I mean, you've had amazing voice actors throughout that have done them all. Jensen Ackles has voiced from going to Red Hood now to Batman. You've got oh my God, there's so many amazing actors. I can't even think of all of the names off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I'm like drawing a blank on them. But there's so many good actors that have joined on that have been there since day one. I'm trying to look them up, a few of them just really quick. Jensen Ackles has been in it. Yuri Lowenthal, who actually is Spider-Man. He's actually done that. We've got John DiMaggio, who has been James Gordon. He's also done the Joker, and his Joker is top notch when he does that laugh. There's so many good guys that they've used for actors and across the board. Linda Hamilton has been in it. Michelle Trachtenberg, Jason Marsden, Michael Rooker. Like, these are guys that were in their DC animation. These are guys that lead movies, like feature-length movies that are in the movie theaters that make almost $1 billion, and they're voicing a character that could maybe have 10 minutes of screen time. Like, that tells you something about DC. They got these guys to buy in and make phenomenal animated movies.
My only comeback to that would be like, Marvel makes better series, live action. Look at Daredevil. Jessica Jones, I would argue season 1.
Yep.
We don't talk about Luke Cage or the Mr. I personally don't like it. Oh, the Mr. Fist guy. We don't talk about that.
Iron Fist, trash. Trash.
Who? I don't know that. I'm an owl. Even Punisher. And you know what? If I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like they could have ended Punisher better, but I think they went the safe, more not as dark and really grisly route they could have really went, because Punisher Max, but it was still great.
But now, so and I agree with you. I think those are fantastic series. Like Daredevil, hands down, is top notch. But now we're also looking at like Smallville for DC. Did a fantastic job with it. Smallville's
in the
10
beginning,
years.
yes.
In the beginning,
10
like
years.
How many seasons of Smallville? Let's pull that
10.
up.
10 years.
I give you 5.
I stopped
seasons.
watching when they started bringing in the villains of the future into Smallville, and I was like, you don't meet them till like 20 years from now. Why are they randomly in Smallville?
Because of that theme song. Come on, you know it. Somebody say
I've
God
actually
damn it, Lana, love him.
I've met Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum, and I will tell you they are amazing gentlemen. Awesome people to meet. If you ever get a chance, guys, seriously go up and meet them. They are fantastic people. But I was gonna say, like, I thought Smallville was a good series. I think Arrow for the first maybe 2-3 seasons, fantastic. Dipped off in the middle, finished strong at the end. I think it did. It came back. It came back when they went away from the whole him and his secretary and tech support being love interest, and then finally got married. It got better. Flash has been pretty solid. Maybe 1 or 2 seasons here and there have lost it a little bit in a couple episodes, but they've been solid.
Wait, let's just say, because I'm not even gonna look it up. Flash is 10 seasons.
9.
You mean to tell me? I'm just saying. Okay, you know what? 6 seasons. 6. You mean to tell me 4 has been solid for the Flash?
I'd say 4.
You're out of your goddamn mind. You're out of your black from the waist down mind. You're out of your goddamn mind. You're out of your goddamn mind. You're out of your goddamn mind.
Calm down.
Hold on.
Do you think those are better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Hold on. First of all, that's the lady right there. Ladies and gentlemen, all of them have been solid. You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
I love her.
Anyway, Team Flash
for saving.
You're sleeping on the couch. Flash on that couch. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying?
No, I was gonna say. So if we're going Marvel series, have been better than DC for that. So you're telling me Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been solid when that was on
enough,
here?
but I didn't list that. I said Punisher.
So you went
I
Netflix.
said Daredevil.
You went Netflix.
I said Jessica Jones season 1. That's the way you could come at me from, fam. All right, hear what you said, right? You said 2 seasons out of 6, because we don't know. I don't watch The Flash, and I don't plan on getting in there. Just me personally, okay? 6 seasons. You think 4 of them been solid about this man running around? Then he found Eobard Thawne. Then he didn't find it. Then his grandparents. No, man, that shit was. And the graphics. Are we gonna talk about the graphics? Solid. That's what you said. Rock, paper, scissors. You said paper beats scissors. Is that what you're saying?
So you're telling me She-Hulk had phenomenal graphics when she was twerking with Megan Thee and all that stuff?
Actually, you know what? I like the graphics of She-Hulk. I'm not.
So I won't deny it. I did too, because I knew what I was getting into. I wasn't expecting Marvel Avengers on the big screen. I was expecting decent graphics, and I thought they did that.
Right. But okay, I mean, it's a production. They want to obviously stretch it out. They want to make money, all this good stuff. But the Flash, graphics wise,
I have to agree with
like
that.
a Windows 98 graphics card. You out of your goddamn mind? Like they used the art program.
I think that was the last time Flash worked on Microsoft.
You out of your goddamn mind. You out of your. You are out of your. I love you to death. You know you my bro to the end. You out of your goddamn mind. You out of your mind. And to be fair, right? To be fair, all of the series you've listed so far have either started off good or had good points, but overall have been not, with the exception of Flash, because that's how you feel. It's different from Flash. Have not been a full success. Shit, we can go forward. Batwoman season 1.
Oh, that was trash. Ruby Rose can't act. A cardboard cutout does a better job than her. Like, come on. Like,
I plead the fifth because I didn't see it, but I know it's trash. I didn't see the whole season. What I'm saying. Season 2 of Batwoman, I had hope for. Okay, let's look at Titans. Started good, then it went down. Then they had a good moment when it was like, oh, you might see Batman.
Titans has actually been pretty decently, though. Out of the DC stuff that they've done, Titans has been pretty decent.
Oh, The Killing Joke.
Well, that's for animated. DC. That's phenomenal for DC. Yeah. That is fantastic.
But that's still DC, you know?
Yeah.
But okay.
But I mean, I agree. You know, there have been some lacks on it, but also look at where some of those other shows were, where they were put on Netflix. Smaller seasons, 8 episodes, 10 episodes. That's about it. The other ones had to go 22 episodes for a whole season. You're not going to get Oscar-winning, performances and graphics out of that for 22 episodes when the cost goes up every night.
Are you by any chance saying what? Wait, what? Because I just saw this.
He's saying the time frame which was allowed and given to the shows can also correlate to the amount of budget per episode, therefore enhancing or decreasing the enjoyment of the graphics that are presented.
This sounds like This sounds like an
Excuses.
excuse.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, there.
That's what this sounds
Anyway.
Oh, we're not gonna go
move
back and
on
forth?
to the
Okay.
Next subject. So, an icon of my youth and partial of my adulthood has yet again shut down amid a whole hell of a lot of controversy. And I am talking about this lovely channel right here.
Okay. Are we surprised? We knew they were going.
No, we're not
No,
surprised.
Spike
not
TV
surprised.
went, came back, they did some dumb shit, and then come on. I mean, listen, G4 and Spike TV were the top, I think, channels to watch after like MTV and BET 106 in Park. And if you know what I'm talking about, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Nickelodeon, Are You Afraid of the Dark, or whatever series that they had that pertained to you, Cartoon Network, blah, 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 blah. But like G4 was amazing. And then you know what it's like? It's like they didn't evolve. They didn't get better. It's like, you remember BlackBerry? Remember Rim Industries? And they're like, we'll never go away. The iPhone can never compete with us. And iPhone was like, we got email options too, and we're cooler. Plus blue bubbles. And everybody from Dory, everybody was like that fish from Dory. Bubble, bubble, bubble.
I'm not surprised G4 went away. I'm not at all, because you got people doing better stuff than that on TikTok and on other platforms that are doing a better job and have a more of a following, and they're doing it for free, for crying out loud. You know,
free-ish.
Yeah, free-ish. I mean, they're getting
YouTube
paid.
too.
You know, they're getting paid in YouTube as well. There's so many more content creators out there that are doing a better job on those particular platforms than what G4 had. And G4 tried to make it as a corporate. They went corporation-wise. The problem is they weren't getting the backing from all the gaming companies and everything else along those lines. They just weren't getting it.
Which is crazy, because, you know, in a day and age where if my daughter knew how to, she could pick up a camera and speak and, you know, create her own content and arguably be the richest one of us all. Mm-hmm. This is me unboxing Lilo. Why is his ears like this? You know, we'd be like, oh, this is amazing. It's so funny that G4 would not adapt and be able to. I'm sorry, I got to read this comment because what? Hold up, it's not showing up. Okay, there it is. Like Stevie Oaks for what?
That's so Stevie is a friend of mine, and he is the real life Peter Griffin from State of Rhode
I seen him. Yeah.
So Stevie Oaks 401, that's his TikTok handle on there. Check him out. He's actually got some pretty good videos, and he's got some good stuff and stuff.
I saw him on YouTube. He's amazing.
Yeah,
he's amazing. And he sounds like a down to earth person. My personal one of my favorites is Comics Explained. It says to J9K. You know, these guys are amazing, and it's just like, how did G4 miss it when you have a company built on credibility and I'm guessing connections, unless you burned them all, and you could probably access certain things in content before us. Remember how like certain content creators saw WandaVision, I think 1 and 2 first, and was like, oh yeah, we know this and da. And then it came out like they all knew it. You know, like, come on, fam. Also, Disney, why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you giving episodes to content creators beforehand? Like,
Geeks Unlimited.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry.
We just want the red carpet, treatment. That's all.
Yeah, Her Geeks Unlimited, Mike.
I mean, and G4 was something like back in the early 2000s when that first came out. There was no real social media per se in a way.
Right. Talk
like,
about it.
Like the amount of stuff that we have from Twitter to TikTok to YouTube to Facebook, Instagram, everything like that. That's where most people get their entertainment now. And you're looking at more celebrities based off of somebody who does a dumbass, stuff in their backyard is now gotten like 5 million hits, and they're more famous than some actors and celebrities are now. And nothing against it. Like, hey, God bless you, man. Get your bag. Get your bag of money, But I would love to see like something like that with these shows coming out. But the problem is it's also on high-end cable that no one's paying for those cable prices. They're not making it readily accessible to be on like a platform such as TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram or something like that, where your generation is now. That's where they all hang out. That's where they're watching.
If I could be so bold to say, right? You look at certain shows, like name your favorite show in the 90s or maybe the 2000s that made you come back every, let's say, Thursday or every whatever day, whatever. For me, it was Martin Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Him and his team of writers and in his creativity, right? I want to arguably say, he came back every week. This is what I want to do. Film it here, blah, 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 blah. Film in front of a live audience. Boom. Put it out in the world. And arguably, Martin at the time was probably the funniest comedian in the world. Arguably. You know what I'm saying? Arguably. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's humble. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's still funny, but, whatever. Things happen in his life. Here it is. You have content creators who have the same drive, and I think they're smaller versus like everybody else who's just like, I'm going to talk about Attack on Titan. I'm going to talk about Bleach, and it's like every other thing, and don't get me wrong, producing a show. Yes, baby. Producing a show. She blows raspberry. Producing a show isn't easy. Give me 1 second. Producing a show isn't easy. It's not like you can just film it and go. You have to stick to a schedule. You have to have a plan. There, sometimes you can't do it by yourself. And a lot of these people, to an extent, with the extent of an editor, do it by themselves. Yeah. So they may have an editor, so it's not by themselves, but they do everything else by themselves. It is hard. Do you know what I'm saying? So if G4 took that same energy and transcribed it to YouTube, and honestly said, YouTube, I feel like you normally offer this, but we deserve this because we're G4. And maybe they did. But actually produce results on YouTube instead of trying to do cable channel where nobody's like, I don't need to pay for all this to get those channels set. They would have been so much better. Yes. They would have been so much better. Because nobody wants to pay $70 to $90, $100 plus for cable anymore. No. Why? What's on TV that's not on any of my apps? Yes, baby, you're 100% right. Coco Melon's on Netflix, goddammit. No ads. I'm just saying.
I do YouTube TV.
No ads. Oh my God, it's so amazing.
Well, YouTube TV, I mean, it still has the ads, but I get all the regular channels and whatnot. Unlimited.
YouTube Red, I think it is.
Unlimited DVR. I can up to put 3 users on my account. It costs me $70, almost $70 a month, and I share it with 2 other people. It costs me $23 a month for internet, for cable TV.
Let me tell you something. All right, if you ever decide you have the money for YouTube Red, it'll be the most amazing thing you do. I got it free when I bought this Android device, and I don't know why I'm still not paying for it. Okay, no ads, just straight clicking everything. Yeah. I'm tired of this Gina from StreamYard. I'm tired. Don't get me wrong. Make that money, Gina, whatever your name is. I'm tired of it. Hey, it's Gina from StreamYard. God damn it, Gina.
and I noticed one other thing, too, is you think about it, like with stuff where G4 and some of these other stuff is, most people's attention spans on stuff is they're looking for under 3 to 5 minutes.
To an extent. I think that correlates. That's conditioning on the app. For instance, right? If you go to YouTube and you go to your favorite promoter, for instance, mine is Comic Explain. Shout out to Rob Jefferson. He has a 20 to 30 minute episode. Like 28 at generally. I'm not first 3 minutes. All right, well, I'm done. I'm listening it. Yeah. But if it's like somebody I don't know, I'll give them 3 to 5 minutes. Like, because a lot of them just be stalling for that 10-minute event. And it's like, God damn, you haven't been looking for something simple. Hey guys,
back again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And last time it's like, bruh, I came to watch this about you. I want to see you talk about this.
No, the fucking worst. Excuse my language, but the fucking worst is like, how do I get my USB whatever or my printer to work? And be like, hey guys, it's Mayhem. Last time I was here, my dog jumped the roof and then he did a black flip on the frisbee. Yeah, it was really crazy. Hey, why were you here? Why don't you like and subscribe so I can tell you what's going on with my dog? Oh, he's fine, by the way. Don't worry. So anyway, 10 minutes later, it's like, what? Like,
and then you're like, this little button here plugs into this little hole. Done. Thanks for subscribing.
That doesn't help me. Dislike immediately. So Steven has a good point. I don't necessarily agree, only because I worked for Optimum in New York. So I'm gonna say for New York, I've worked for Cablevision and Optimum. And the lowest price that we offered was $69 at one point, but you still had to pay for the cable boxes, which is $7 each. You had to get 2, so that was $14. So now you're up to $84. Then you still had to buy a Wi-Fi router, because remember, we're doing a $69.99 plan. So it's all 3 services, the Wi-Fi router and all this other stuff. It pretty much came up to like $95, $95. Whereas Hulu, let's Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, what am I forgetting? HBO,
Netflix,
Paramount.
Okay,
Paramount,
if I didn't say that,
Apple TV, HBO Max.
okay, maybe up to 7, maybe 6 is up to like $70. And that you only got to pay for internet. Anything else, obviously, granted, some of them have gone up or whatever. I still think most people have like 5 to 6 apps. You know what I'm saying? Netflix, obviously, because even though they suck at anime, you just got to see. You got to see what kind of project they're working on. Hulu's a great thing. Disney, because everybody's on Disney and Marvel, right? HBO Max, because you may get a movie out of it at least. Say Amazon Prime might be you, might not be you.
Amazon
Paramount,
Prime, you got The
Peacock,
Boys, Invincible. You got some good stuff on there.
So it all depends. And then most people also unsubscribe and then subscribe to another one.
Yeah.
So I think personally, and Steve, obviously, your response, obviously, your thoughts are generally valued. I just disagree. I don't think it's as expensive as cable, unless you're talking about the low tier cable where you got the basic channels. And I only say that as someone who worked in Optimum on, what was it, Soundview Avenue? I forgot the damn thing, 230 Soundview Avenue, I think it was, or whatever it was. And it was, you weren't getting as much as these people are offering for the apps. Trust me.
Or you do like, as Mayhem likes to say, the hood release, where we borrow others' logins. Like I have Netflix and Disney Plus, and I borrow HBO and Prime.
I've only gotten in trouble with Optimum one time because I somehow downloaded the Man of Steel.
Somehow, accidentally.
Was it actually the Man of Steel, or was it something else in there?
No, it wasn't Man of Steel.
Okay.
It was. It was.
Because back in the day, LimeWire and Napster was notorious.
No. I tried to stream it, which is technically a form of download, but it's not. I actually downloaded it and saved it. And I was like, I didn't want to do this. And they were like, well, we got you.
Yep.
Do it again. You'll never be able to get service from us again. I'm just like, Verizon?
Right.
I borrow Paramount. And that's another thing too. These app services know that we are not necessarily holding it by ourselves. We have other people. What we need to do is start charging those people for our accounts.
Charging them rent.
I mean, to be fair, I'm going to stop talking now because my daughter is out here wilding. Girl, what you know about all these apps?
She's just reminding you that Coco Melon's not on yet,
Netflix. I mean, it's on in the back. Well, no, it's Gracie's corner. I lie. Hey, beautiful. Okay, you can't touch the printer because no, you broke the other one. I love this little girl, but she is like her dad. She definitely destroys some stuff. Huh? Is that recorded? Yeah, that's recorded.
I just want that part.
You just want that part that I broke a lot of stuff?
No, she is like her father.
It'd be the people it'd be the people you live with, huh? Huh? Listen.
Ray's like, I haven't heard Napster in like 20 years.
Oh my God, Napster! I've heard that name in like 20. Listen, it was Napster first. I think it was BearShare. Oh, LimeWire, BearShare, Kazaa Light. Motherfucker went light on us. Come on, like. And then
there was another one called WinMX, I think.
WinMX. Who? YouTube downloads. Apple had the one, iPod to PC, and then the last thing that we got peer to peer was Pirate Bay.
Yes.
And they got too big. I'm gonna be honest with you, they got way too big, and the government was like, "Well,
That's why they kept moving. That's why you don't know where it is anymore."
Yeah.
We don't know what country it's in.
Yo, not for nothing.
You actually got to go to Wikipedia to see what the current website name is and click on it.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
They might be listening.
Right. Like you could have told me this. You could have told me this behind the scenes.
Hypothetically speaking, we're saying you go to Wikipedia.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, you might want to Google it.
I have a customer with Netscape email address the other day.
Oh, wow.
Netscape still exists? Listen,
yes.
They beat AOL? Jesus.
I've had customers with Netscape, AOL, what was the other one?
Hotmail.
I have MSN. Because dealing with like the vendors and artists for shows, I get a lot of AOL.com ones, and I've got a lot of Net Zero ones and MSN. I've gotten those as emails, and these are older people that have probably been doing vending for like 30 plus years.
Let me tell you,
and something. Like AOL, I'm like, who the hell still has an AOL email?
I had Yahoo, and I had a lot of stuff on Yahoo. When they got hacked, I switched over to Google, and I never looked back. Shout out to Yahoo though; they doing their thing. I'm just not coming back. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. Listen. I grew up on a beeper. You guys remember beepers?
Yep.
You had certain codes. And depending how old you are, it was either 25 cents or 10 cents to make a call. We're not going to go into that, right? Then from beeper, there was the big cell phones to the two-way pager, the three-way pager, whatever. And then me came in with my flip phone and my sidekick. I say all that to say this. Green bubbles, blue bubbles don't bother me. I was staring at a yellow wall with black letters. Okay.
Sidekick was probably one of the most underrated.
Yo, they had a 4G one.
Yep.
All right, 5G is trash. Can we all say that? 5G is trash.
No,
It doesn't
my
really
5G
exist.
My 5G is dope.
My
Okay.
5G
It
out
may
here is
suck on
pretty
you
the
good.
East
live
Coast.
in an area where they have nothing to do but go up. I live in New York. It's higher demand. It's trash. Trust me, it's
Yeah.
trash overall.
Well, you have like a
1-800
billion
collect.
people per like.
1-800 collect.
Oh my
You
god.
see, kids, back in the day, there were phones that existed outside your home that you did not own.
Yep.
You had
We call
to pay
them
to use
pay
them.
phones. I love those those videos you've seen them now, where it's like I think it was like Progressive Insurance or something. They did this like where it was like the guy was in the baby, his was having a baby, and he called his
Bobby
dad.
had a baby, eats a boy.
Yeah, it's Bobby. We had a baby. It's a boy, and hung up on it.
Right.
That is amazing.
Oh my god. So
That commercial lives rent free in my head every now and again.
Yep.
so
All
As
right,
you can
so
tell,
we
we're
are at
dinosaurs.
time. So I just got one more question for each
Okay.
of you. What was your biggest event for 2022 geek wise? Mayhem, go.
actually, my biggest event was being part of this company. Geek wise. Let's be real. We've expanded our roster. We've included Kat, Burgie, Reggie, myself, Mia every now and again. We also had I
Ness.
forgot his name. Edward?
Yes.
Eddie? Yes, Eddie. You know, and don't get me wrong, we've had some great and bad things from Marvel, some things from DC. We got Call of Duty, half-finished ass game.
As-
Streets
as
of
per
Rage
usual.
4, the survival game came out. I was like, Dragon Ball, you know. But honestly, the biggest thing was this right here. Being a part of a geek show where we could talk about different things. I get, clowned on. I clown on people. We talk about great things. And it's funny because of the knowledge and lore that we have. You know what I'm saying? So I've learned a lot behind the scenes. Funko Pops. Forget this. Don't look at this. Funko Pops. You know what I'm saying? It's been an amazing thing. And if I can be real, my daughter seems to like some of these shows. You know, some of the geek shows. We don't really show it to her just yet because she's out here listening to Gracie's Corner learning how to say E-I-E-I-O. That's all I'm going to say. So that's been the biggest thing of 2022 for me. E-I-E-I-O.
All right. Mr. Burgie, Black from the Waist Down.
You need to change your name. Michael Black from the Waist Down Burgie.
I got it.
Oh dear God, that's too funny. I mean, geek wise for me, like being able to get back to conventions, like and back when full capacity where people are out there and you're seeing the fandom and the love of that, and that was something really cool to see again for 2022.
Mhm.
And I won't lie, I got a chance to meet the Adventures of Babysitting. I'm a huge old school Adventures of Babysitting movie, and I got a chance to meet them and get a photo op with them. So that to me was a huge geek moment. I still love you guys. You guys are funny. But I also, the sentiment like what Mayhem was saying, where being able to be a part of, something like this again, and being part of a podcast that, has the love of geekery and wants to have some fun and just, a little bit of freedom to have some fun with it and do some different things with it, with you guys, and be able to be a part of that has definitely been pretty cool. And I look forward to seeing what we can definitely do for the 2023 year. I think we've got some great ideas, some great stuff upcoming from some shows and different things.
Talk that talk, Burgie.
That we want to do.
Advertisers, Burgie.
It's going to be the truth. Like
tell Marva, give Michael a deal, Burgie.
Cut that check.
I'd love it. I'd love to fix some of their shit, man. I'm just saying. But no, we've got some great stuff upcoming for the next year. You're going to see some great things coming out of Hyrule Geekix. We've got a lot of different stuff. You guys have the comic book that just got, greenlit from Kickstarter, which I was glad that I was able to back. I can't wait to get my comic and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to the next issue. There's probably going to be more down the road that you guys are going to do, and I can't wait to help promote it and get it going. And more stuff that we're going to be able to do with it because of the fan base is growing. It's definitely going to be some cool stuff coming up. That's what I'm saying.
Can we just do some advertising after you say your part? Because just to let the people know where they can find us on YouTube, the comic. You know what I'm saying? I think it's necessary. Good. It's on you.
Yes, we can do that.
It's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
Yes. For me, my biggest thing for 2022 in the year of the geeks is just the total acceptance of that which I used to be shunned for is now mainstream. Back in the day, comic book TV shows and movies and comic books themselves and video games and talking about this stuff in public around the wrong people got you laughed at, got you made fun of.
Mm-hmm.
Just you were seen as other, as less than, and now all of a sudden it's the mainstream. And
We the
most
cool
people
ones.
get upset, like, oh, look what it did. Look how I'm like, I'm happy that we're here now.
They
I
got
can
time
talk
for
about the things
vampires
that
and
I love
werewolves.
and show the enjoyment that I have behind these things without worrying about people being like, oh, you shouldn't like, oh, you like, oh, you're a cartoon, oh, you're a grown man watching cartoon. I watch what I want to watch. That's what it means to be an adult. I do what I want to do. And I'm going to watch cartoons. I'm going to read comics. I'm going to play video games. I'm going to play D&D. And it's all mainstream now. And
I just want to
love
say one thing because I think it's very important. I am Team Jacob. God damn it.
I'm team. I ain't watching now one of them movies or read now one of the books. Now what?
Oh,
Oh God.
Team.
No.
So we got muted.
Yeah, so I just enjoy the entirety of geekery just being acceptable now and just everyone enjoying it. I don't want to gatekeep. I just want to let people come in because that's one thing that I've been working on is not trying to gatekeep of, do what actually. No, it's like, oh, hey, you like this portion? That come on in, let's go. You want to learn about this? Cool. I know all like I will gladly share my knowledge of the X-Men family trees, which cross all over each other for ungodly reasons, with anyone if they want to listen to it. I've broken two friends literally explaining it to them, and they're like, why do you know this? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just stuck in there. And I can talk about that stuff with everyone now. And like most of my friends that didn't read comics when the movies come out, they're like, hey, why is this character and this character like this? And why did they do that? And I'm like, well, because in the comics in this one, in this episode, this happened in this issue, that happened. So when they did the movie, they took this one and this one, slapped it together. That's how we got this movie.
We should get the slide or the audio clip where Homer drives by and he goes, nerd. That'd have been amazing at that point.
Yes, that is my big thing. Like, granted, it started back in 2020 when everyone was on lockdown trying to find new things, but 2022 was a year that being a geek was like, you're a geek, man, that's great. Tell me about your geek stuff. And I love it.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Once again, this has been an amazing opportunity. I'm sure we could pick like little things from DC, Marvel, affiliates, indie comics, especially anime. Anime, I think, is at the height of its popularity.
Bruh.
I think it's high. And I'm somebody who Studio Ghibli. If you know who Studio Ghibli is,
Ghibli.
You can't even say it right. Studio G. You know who it is. GHLIBI. Them peoples. Also, Steven, you said this changed direction quick. I'm surprised. I think it changed quickly from before. It happens all the time. Welcome to the show. Do we have any promotional stuff that we can give these people before we sign out? Team Jacob, listen, that man, I think he made the most sense. And if we're going to be honest with you, he was the most picked out. He was the most muscular guy. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Pastelitos or Mufungo? Mufungo, please. Like, Jesus. I'm just saying.
Terrible. Anyway,
Right?
Everyone can go to our website of HieroGeekXUnlimited.com, and we will have links to all of our Kickstarter. Well, all of our first Kickstarter just ended, and that one was a complete success. And we're about to launch our second one, and that one's going to be a success as well. And we're gonna have links to it. Like once we get rolling into it, of course, I'm gonna, we're gonna whip some stuff up to have up on here. I'm gonna have the links. I'm gonna have the pictures. I'm gonna have all that. We've got that going on. We're on Instagram, Hyro Geeks Unlimited. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter if you can log into Twitter, because I can't. I can't. Anyway, we're on all social medias as Hyro Geeks Unlimited. We're on there as 4-letter nerd. We're just out there putting ourselves out there and showing our love of geekery.
I've never seen anyone point out the typo. Listen, I've been drinking. Jacob. Jacob. Oh, yeah, Team Jacob. Well, he knew what I meant. He knew it was about two guys in love with mid chick. He was
lying.
At least, and I think mid is overstating it, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? You can also find us at 4-letter nerd on YouTube. You see Eugene, 4-letter nerd 54. So if you missed an episode live here, you don't want to replay it here, you can go to YouTube. Let us know how we did. Reggie is our editor, so he does the damn thing. So be sure to shout him out and give him props as well. Check out the website. You can check out our new projects coming in and all that good stuff, and reach us on Facebook if you don't want to click on any social medias. Definitely let us know. We definitely have a lot of stuff going on. Big shout out to Taylor for helping us out with the social media amongst other things. Yes. She's definitely engaging, so if I'm not there, if nobody else is there, you'll definitely get her. She's behind the scenes. Shout out to her and everybody else. I think we have a really great community. We have a dope community. We have a lot of people come here and they give us their opinions. Like me spending Jacob wrong, and that's really about it. Thank you, Reggie. You.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. This is once again the 4-letter nerd put on to you by Hyro Geeks Unlimited. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Am I supposed to coo you out because I was not ready? Instead, I want
you told me to go. You told me to go.
What's in my cup? What's in my cup stays in my cup. In my cup stays in. I is in.